You are on the African playlist.
All right, and you're locked on the African playlist on Asasi Radio 99.5 with our hashtag being our music now. And in the studio today with me on this glorious Saturday, I have the one and only Kofi Jamar.
Hey, what's up?
Charlie, Kenyan Boga. Charlie, what's up?
Everything cool. What's up? What's up?
My dear pun.
Nice.
Yo, what was your experience in Kenya? I'm curious.
Well, a lot, honestly, before going there, I thought Kenya was like just like the West, But there it's also different. Like I think there's different, and their weather, I think it's just almost like South African weather, UK
wow.
weather. Yeah, it's really cold out there, and I think they've done a lot, like in terms of tourism for their country, And I think there's a bigger market out there also. Man, say there's a saying say uncle be aban so I say now aban so wedding. But before you go there, you know that man, these things are really popping out there also.
Crazy.
Yeah, a lot of great experiences.
Charlie, what took you to Kenya?
Well, that's Calligraph Jones. I did a song with him, and he's like one of the biggest rappers out there, not just in Kenya but the whole of East Africa. And around 2020, I did a song with him. That was in the city, featuring Ice Prince also, and they came here for us to shoot the video and stuff like that. But we couldn't go out there to promote the song. Around that time we couldn't go out there to promote the song, and I think that was due to COVID. So I think this was the right time. I did the song with him again, and we felt like we had to go there, shoot the video, and promote the song also out there. Since we already got a song that was really quite big around that place.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Man, I'll get back to asking you about your features.
All right.
But let's look at you, Kofi Jamar.
Straight.
Your humble beginnings. I decided to do a bit of research because it's necessary. And I found out that you used to be, for lack of a better phrase, a gate man.
Yeah.
And you were doing other odd jobs.
The way you put it. I was a security personnel.
Security personnel. BNI. Charlie, tell me about that experience.
Well, it was around the time that I had like graduated from SHS, let's say, and I had to I had to go my own way. I had to go wayward just because I wasn't like siding with my family, like my parents. They wanted me to focus on this education and go to school, like further my education, and But around that time, I had already gotten in love, fallen in love with music, and the passion was really there, the drive and everything. And I felt like this, because even in SHS, I wasn't that always in school, always like that. I was really truant.
Back of the class for.
Yeah, because just because of music, I'll get money for school, and I wouldn't be in school. That was stuff like that. Just because I wanted time for the music, I felt in love with the music, and I just had to do it. So around that time, I had to go wayward, and I had to feed myself. And also, that was when I felt like I want to do the music. The calling was really getting much stronger. So I wasn't focusing on the school. I wasn't trying to get money for my parents because I wasn't siding with them. I feel like I was a man now. I had to go out on my own. And I didn't need a job that would take all my time away. I didn't need a job that would, there are some jobs it gets tough for you to get in the job. I just needed a job that would just get me by so I can have time for the music also. So that's why I resorted to being a security man. And even before that, I was a pallbearer.
You were doing that?
Yeah. I served at a funeral service around that time, and that was the job we did. We used to arrange chairs, the funeral grounds, make sure everything is intact. We serve at the funeral grounds, and also when we have to do the dadawu also. So around that time, that was what I was doing to feed myself and also pay for my studio time and stuff like that when I was starting recording music.
Wow, but you knowing yourself and knowing what is in you and knowing the talent you have, how did it feel when you were going through that process? Did you ever want to give up when it got a bit too hard? Because you're like, I know I'm talented. I know I can do this music thing. I just haven't had the opportunity yet, and I'm here killing myself for it.
Yeah.
you know? So did you ever get to that breaking point?
Yeah, sometimes I feel like, yo, man, I should just stop this and just I can just it's like a prodigal son, you know. I can just go back to my parents and they'll take me to school and everything will be cool. But I still felt like I had something to prove, you know. I had something to prove to them and to myself also. So around that time I feel like I needed to go through that difficult times because it's really built me up as a person, you know. Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
What's the most important lesson you learned from the struggle? Just going through it, having to leave home to pursue your dreams, and eventually getting to where you want to be. What did you learn?
Man, I learned that you should believe in your vision first and foremost, you know, because nobody is going to see the vision in front of you. Like if they're seeing it from far, they even see it a different way. Nobody can tell you your vision. You see it how it's supposed to be seen. And if you put your belief to it and just keep on going, I think it's going to happen for you. Yeah.
Beautiful. Now let's go back to the music. Let's get to the light-hearted side of things.
Yeah.
What was your first time in the studio like? The first time you got behind a mic and they played a beat and you were flowing on it.
Man, that was a nice time, you know, because I quite remember that was a friend that introduced me to a friend also, and that was the first time that was the huge studio and had all the setups, and that was the first time I recorded like professionally into a mic and stuff like that, and it was really quite awesome. You see, to hear your voice back and the stuff that you've written, and I wasn't that pretty much professional around that time though, but yeah, whatever I did, it felt good for me. Yeah, but I don't think it will feel good now though if I listen to it.
Do you remember the first rap you ever wrote?
Man, I wrote a lot of raps around that time, but
one of the early ones that Charlie, right now if we play it, you don't want us to hear. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay, you give us some small
I won't.
freestyle.
Whoa, oh man, it's like whoa. KOFI, man, it was so, I don't want to go back there.
You said you shy.
Yeah, me said I shy.
But you know, you are real Kumerica.
Yep.
In quotes,
Yeah.
you guys just came onto the scene and just put the Kumerica thing out there, and people were like, nah, what kind of John thing is this? You know, people were looking down on it.
Yeah.
And people were stepping on it like, Kumasi for the John. And then it blew up and it became something huge.
Yep.
But what is Kumerica to you in particular?
Well, Kumerica, you know, Kumasi, let's say Kumerica has been down for long, you know, when it comes to the music side and of things. Because I think it was at a point, Kumasi was reigning in the music, you know. It was easy for Kumasi talents to be heard across the nation. But I got to a time that artists out there were struggling, right? And I feel like the Kumerica movement came to give them hope. It really came to pave way for them, for like artists from Kumasi to be heard around this era. Because around that time, Lord Kenya, Bradford, Kuntihine, all those squad, Chame Kwame, they were in Kumasi and they were heard across. I think they had a chance to also play on the biggest stage in Ghana music. But it got to around my time, around my time, it was hard, you know. I even had hit songs around Kumasi, but no one in Accra heard it.
Charlie, you know they reached the beach.
Yeah, you see that? It was really hard around that time. So I feel the Kumerica movement came to blow the lid off it for people to recognize that Kumasi have really amazing talent out there. And it's a movement that came, I don't think it was consciously created. People didn't think that they have to create something Kumerica and make it a movement that is gonna make our music blow. It just came together from the let me say the art sector, the music sector. You know, all those came together to make it Kumerica. Because from the first time, I think it started with these kids dressing up like Americans and
J3.
saying stuff, and also the actors also got involved also. So around that time, till the music also came around, till they started trying to say they are making our own money, printing T-shirts and stuff like that. So I think it's a whole thing that came to really give chance for Kumasi musicians and the underground artists that have been in Kumasi for long, Yeah.
And the Kumerica movement is such a powerful movement because it brought up the chi drill style
Yep.
and exported it to the rest of the
For
world.
real.
And about it exporting things to the rest of the world, it does same light. It also threw you out there.
Yep.
You've had amazing features. You've had DJ Neptune, Tenny, Calligraph Jones, like you mentioned, and even local people like Kwamina MP, Tulane K. You've done amazing things with your music, okay? So how did you feel when you realized that you've gotten to that peak where you can now rub shoulders with these people that you first looked up to?
Well, it's a great feeling, and it still is. And it made me know that, you like, the work is the work. No matter what you, like, where you are, you got to put in the work, and it will reach a time that you're, like, it's going to be for you. It will be for you sometime. So I really felt good. I really felt that accepted. I really felt accepted, and that's it, yeah.
Yeah, Charlie. Well, we hear say you dey like sportings. You dey scatter everywhere. I say, BBR. Appetite for distraction.
For real.
What's up with that name? Because it's very violent.
Yeah.
Very, very, very violent. Who offended you?
It was a play on words also, though. But Appetite for Distraction, around that time I had released a Koso, and around people knew me for the drill music. That was when people got to know me for the drill music. And I sort of released that EP to let people in on my world, like what more I can do. Not just drill music, but not just the whole American tag. But I'm an artist from America, but not the whole tag. That's not the whole limit of what I can do, because even way before the American movement, I was doing songs with Stoneboy, Midday Up with Stoneboy. I was doing Cheme with Sifa and all these songs, and I just wanted to distinguish myself and also destroy people's appetite, like appetite of and people's like perception of what they have about Kofi Jamar, So when you listen to that EP, it's different from the whole drill vibe. It just switches. Yeah.
But speaking of perceptions, let's clear the air now. Since you're here on the African playlist with the KJB, who exactly to you is Kofi Jamar, the artist, in terms of genre, style, and everything?
Well, Kofi Jamar is sort of a free agent, I think in this music, there are people who mix the music, the everyday music, and there are people who create that power for people to make their everyday music. There are people who bring about genres for people to follow, and there are people who follow the genres that's already in place, I sort of see myself as somebody, at the long run, I'm going to create a whole new genre for myself that's going to also blow up in Africa here, So most times I experiment a lot, and I see myself as a non-conformist. I don't conform to the rules or the restrictions, the barriers that are put upon music, They want you to do this, they want you to do just that. But I want to go all out, I see music as you making art, and these colors, I think these genres can be all these different colors. And I'm trying to use all these colors to paint it for that perfect picture that I want to create. I don't have to just use yellow or use just green. I just have to mix it all up. So that's how I feel. That's my conception of music, and that's why I do all sort of music. And yeah.
All right, so when you create your genre, you're going to name it Jamarism, and you're going to give me 15% royalties on everything because I just gave you that name. Thank you, I'm securing the bag. Now, you've come up in the game. A lot of young people look up to you. Drop a love letter for them. Do you have any advice for the youth?
Well, they should believe in themselves, That's one important thing. No matter what you do, you should have the belief in you. Don't give your belief to something else outside of you, That's it. You have to put the belief in yourself first. That's how anything can get to manifest for you. And also be original, because everybody have something unique that he brings to the table, this whole world. Everybody have something unique, and you can't just follow someone. You just have to bring your own sort of uniqueness to the table. And So that's the advice, you know. Just be original, be you, and believe in yourself, and you're gonna, yeah, be well at the end of the day. Yeah.
Nice one. According to Kofi Jamar, thank you for coming through and spending your Saturday with me. Officially, my bag has gone up. I'm chilling with stars, you know. Chilling with
Straight up on
stars.
time.
Okay, no one ever leaves this section without freestyling one of their songs. A cappella way.
All right.
What you giving me, Charlie?
I think Dangerous is what's on, so let's get it.
Shoot me.
Charlie, watch you the figure. I'm that jiggy fella with a swagger like that. Coming from the dungeon where you never make it back. Been me chasing checks, but I'd rather chase the bag. As the game gets serious, than the heart attack. Chilling in my corner, that's where you can find me. But I'm ready to rumble like Muhammad Ali. Got a remedy to blow body energy far away. So forget all the pain and come make you pop champagne. Can't pay attention if you really can't afford. You can step in my shoes, but never walk the way I walk. I'm the voice of the streets. Let my hustle do the talk. As I want to, I said, I'll be court. Get a lawyer, I'm coming for ya. These fellas can't get near my flow like boy, they got paranoia.
Kofi Jamar, Bomaye. Charlie, thank you for coming through the link up section. Charlie, you just increased my price.
Straight up.
I'm too hot for Accra.
The bag's going up, you know. 100.
Kofi Jamar, Accra, Kofi Jamar.
You are on the African playlist.